What's up guys, it's Baby Hay and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, hi, I'm Haley, and as you guys saw by the title of today's video, I'm doing my everyday quarantine makeup routine. You could totally do this makeup routine without it being in quarantine, but it's just something that I started doing as of lately just because I still want to get ready every single day, but I don't wear as much makeup just being home every day. So I've kind of mastered this makeup look down with only a few products. So I'm super excited to share it with you guys. So let's just get right into the video. I wanted to share with you my sunscreen. So I use the Epion's Daily Tinted SPF, and I shared this in my skincare routine video. If you haven't checked that out, I posted it pretty recently, so go look at that. But I think that this is a really good sunscreen. It provides just a little bit of tint to my face, and so I wanted to include this. Even though this is part of my skincare routine, I do think it helps with my makeup, and it kind of doubles as a primer, so I think that that's something to keep in mind. But I just do half a pump of this, and you can see that it's just like a little bit tinted. So once that's all rubbed in, you can kind of see that it helps even out the skin tone just a little bit. So I'm going to move on to concealer, and I use the Laura Mercier concealer in the shade 1W, but it's the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And then I'll just do a little on my nose. I use the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and this is color correcting full coverage. It's also anti-aging, hydrating serum, and it has SPF in it, which is amazing. I'm getting double the SPF coverage because I already put sunscreen on, but I just really want to make sure that the face on my skin is super protected. I'm using it in the shade medium, but I just do a pump of this onto my brush and rub this around. And I'll start blending out my concealer into the CC cream. And then I make sure that I'm blending it over my eyes. And now I'm going to put on my Laura Mercier setting powder just to let all of this set in. And I like to set my powder with a beauty blender. This one is looking a little sad. I'm gonna need a new one soon. But I love this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I feel like it just sets everything really well, like this much. And I'll set this into my face. I'll do under my eyes first so that that can set longer. And then I like to just take my brush and use the little, there's like a little bit of excess in the cap. So I just like to rub this around and do like one last full like sweep around my face. I move on to bronzer, and I feel like this just helps give me a little bit more of a glow and brighten up my face a little bit. This bronzer is so good. It's a little bit expensive, but it's definitely worth the money. It's lasted me a really long time, and the color on it is just so beautiful. But yeah, I just love this bronzer so much. It's so good. Does anyone else make that face when they're doing bronzer? Like, and then I'll do a little bit on my forehead, and then I'll just do a little bit under. And then I really like to make sure that my nose gets a little contoured, but I'm just going to use the same bronzer. This isn't anything crazy, so I just want to do it like super fast and simple. So I just literally just switch my brush, use the same palette, and I wish I had like a little bit of a thinner brush, so I kind of just like smush it like this, and then I outline my nose. So a little bit thinner brush or more like a flat one would be better for this. But this is what we're working with. So you can see I've like kind of contoured my nose a little bit more. And then you can just like bring it into your cheeks a little bit. And then I like to take a little bit more of this bronzer and just put it above my eyes, like kind of like eyeshadow. So that's the bronzer. I've just done it on my cheeks and above my forehead, under, And you can blend it farther down if you want to, like more into your neck. Probably should have done that. And then I just put a little bit on my nose, and I used a little bit for eyeshadow. So now I'm going to do highlighter, and I like just a little bit of highlighter, not a lot. But I think that this is just like a super quick and easy step that you can do that kind of just like elevates your face a little bit more. And I love this highlighter. The one I use is the Becca one in the shade Champagne Pop. And you don't need a big brush for this. I find that it's easier if you just use like a little one. But I just take a little bit and I put it actually like above my lips. And then I take a little bit and put it on my nose. And then I just take a little bit more and I put it on the corners of my eyes. And then if you want to blend out your eyes a little bit with that bronzer brush, you can. So just blending it in a little bit more. So now you can see I've used this same highlighter for multiple spots on my face. I've used it for my cheeks, I've used it for above my lip, I've used it on my nose, and I've used it as eyeshadow. So this makes it super quick for when you're getting ready in the morning and you don't want to be like switching palettes and switching things. You can literally just switch one brush out and you can do all these spots on your face with the same highlighter. And I feel like the Becca one in the shade Champagne Pop really does the trick for this. So to finish off this makeup look, I like to use the Gimme Brow, and I use this in the shade 3. So you can see it's just a subtle difference, but I feel like it just makes them a little bit darker and a little bit more filled in looking. I would generally use a brow pencil and like do a lot more, but when I'm like, you know, not really doing a lot and I just want to get like kind of ready, I feel like this is perfect because it's super quick and you don't really have to think about it that much. You just like brush it on. Eyelashes are curled, so you can see that they're just a little bit like higher up, but when I add mascara, you'll really be able to see the difference. You literally just take your eyelash curler and you hold it up to your hair dryer for like 10 seconds and you heat it up, and then you check it. So I like heat mine up and then I check it on my hand right here to make sure that it's not too hot, and then I do it. So be super, super careful. Don't burn your eyelashes off, but it definitely works. So I'm using the Voluminous Lash Mascara by L'Oreal in Carbon Black, and I got this at like Target, I think. See, I'm just like someone that like loves to do their makeup, and a lot of people are like, oh, props to you for doing your makeup every day, but this takes me like 5 minutes, and I feel like it makes me feel so much better during the day. I just feel like I got up, I got ready, and like I tried. And so this is just something that I really like to do. I just love doing makeup, and I know there are days when I like don't super feel like it, but I feel like it's nice to just have like a really quick routine. In the beginning of quarantine, I was just feeling a little sad and I was not getting ready. I wasn't doing anything and I was like, what the heck is my problem? And it was just that like I wasn't feeling good because I wasn't trying, you know? And I like to just like do my makeup for me and like get ready for me, and like makes me feel good. So I really recommend just like trying to get up and do a little bit to get ready, because I swear it makes you feel so much better. And then I always have to be so careful when I do mascara because my bottom eyelashes are kind of long, and I literally hate when they touch my face because it's so hard to wipe away. It just like makes everything messed up. So I try really hard to be so careful and let that dry so that it doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm just gonna do a little bit of lipstick, and I'm still like letting my eyelashes dry. I use the one by Kula in the shade Coral Reef, and this is just a really pretty like light pink color, and this one also has SPF in it too, so it's really nice because it like protects your lips in the sun. But it's SPF 30 and it's water resistant for 40 minutes, which is really cool. And there you have it, guys. So quick because I'm really not using that many products. We'll count how many it actually is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't hold all these, 5, 6, 7, 8 products that I only use for a whole face of makeup, 9 if you count that sunscreen, but that's just not a lot. It takes me so little time. So I honestly just really recommend trying out, you know, doing a quick 5, 10-minute makeup every single day when you wake up. It makes you feel so good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.